So here we are on activity 2 of virtual architecture. You're going to be using a program called Ultimate Home Designer. Although it is not an online program, parts of it, the tutorials in particular, you'll be using online. But feel free to read this stuff here, and there's some pictures of what it looks like in the box. And as you can see, some examples here, that's a very realistic, almost photographic-like house that they were able to draw on here. That's the interior view of one of the rooms. Pretty interesting. And if you get a second, you can watch this video too. It's kind of a commercial for this. People actually buy this software to kind of design their dream homes. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to learn how to use it. To launch the software, you got to close out Chrome and come back over here onto your desktop and click on Virtual Architecture. We'll say later or never. We don't care about the updates. There it is. Now, right here, it's got a thing that says View Online Tutorial, Video Tutorials, rather. And if you click on that, it forces open a new page, a new tab, rather, on your Chrome. So I've still got my Gmail. I'm actually using WeVideo to record this. I've got Activity 2 here. And these are the videos. And if you watch play, it's going to give you instructions on how to use the different
To learn to draw
features.
exterior walls, we'll draw a simple exterior wall layout. Before we get started, look at the View Control toolbar and make sure the current location.
So what I would recommend is you make this screen half-sized, and then you come back over to this side here. We're going to go into New. We're going to make a new project. We're going to say a blank project, and we're going to create it. And that basically gives me a blank sheet of paper here. And if I ever so carefully, sometimes for me it went right to this half page thing. You might have to grab the corners. I think you know how to do that to make these pages bigger or smaller. But what's nice about this is you can watch the video over here, hit pause, and then come over here and draw your thing. I would definitely recommend that you watch that whole video and start drawing over here. But here's what I will tell you about the house you're going to draw for these first 6 or 7 activities. What I want you to do is keep it simple. All right, now I know the first thing you're going to do is make walls. And anytime you pick one of these things, at least for the first time, there's a tutorial built right into the program here, and it's kind of showing me some of these things, and there's some instructions here in case you already forgot from watching that video. I'm just going to close that guy out, but feel free to use those. I'm going to grab a brick wall here, and I'm going to start my little crosshair on there and start moving my wall. And you might be able to see way down at the bottom here, I'm going to move my pointer, says the distance. And if I click in that box and type 40 and then the apostrophe sign, which means 40 feet, it'll make that wall 40 feet long. If I put my dimension tool there, see it's 40 feet long. And then I'm going to right click and finish. Okay? And I'm going to grab my wall again. I'm going to start right on the corner there and start going this way. And I'm going to go, let's say, 24 feet. Remember, you got to do that apostrophe or else it won't get feet. And that's a 24-foot wall right there if I measure that. Should be 24 feet, sure. And then I can finish that, finish. And I'll get another wall, start here. Now, they may show you in the tutorial another way. I'm just learning this, guys. So, you know, don't pick on me too hard if I'm doing this in a strange way. But no matter how you slice it, I want to make myself a box. That box is 24 feet wide by 40 feet long. And then what I'm going to do is grab myself a 2x4 interior wall, and I'm going to divide this in half. And then I'm going to divide that in half. Because what I want for one of these rooms, oops, didn't quite get there. What I want for one of these rooms is for it to be a bathroom, one of these rooms to be a kitchen, and one of these rooms to be a living room. Or maybe that's a bedroom, bathroom, and a kitchen. But either way, we want to keep it real simple while you work on the walls. Now, the next tutorial, if I got this right, is going to be windows and doors. So you'll learn how to put windows and doors so you can go from room to room and you can see outside. And then you learn how to put in ceilings and how to move around in 3D with camera views and flooring materials and kitchens, etc. And bit by bit, you're going to make this house into something pretty cool. But we're only doing it to learn how to do these skills. After you're done doing those first 7 lessons on the tutorials, Then you're going to go and build your own awesome dream home from scratch. And that's where you can really start having some fun. But we got to learn how to do things first. And for the time being, let's keep it simple. And of course, if it's toward the end of the period and you need to save it, you'd go File, Save As. You'll save it in your documents, and I'll call it Mr. Pat 1, something like that. And there it is, Mr. Pat 1 standard building, and it's already been saved. So if I log out of Home Designer here, or Ultimate Architect rather, it'll be there when I come back. Okay. Every time you finish one of these tutorials and you do what the tutorial showed you how to do on this kind of a house, a 24 by 40 foot 3 or 4 roomed house, show your teacher and they'll sign you off on the next activity. And when you get done with 7, you should be in pretty good shape. All right? Good luck.